Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Captain Marvel issue number 2. I didn't really like the first one that much. It was a solid okay. All right. The second issue, and man, I'm okay with being off to a slow start with issue 1. This issue picked it up a lot. Let's get right into that. All right. So we got Re-Entry Part 2. Writer Kelly Thompson, artist Carmen Carnero. Tamara Bonvillain joins us from the Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur pages to do some colors. VC's Clayton Cowles on letters. Cover artists Amanda Connor and Paul Mounts. Variant cover artists Carmen Carnero, and another one by Chris Bacalo. All right, so we got Re-Entry is what this issue is called, and you really get a good gist of that for the first couple of pages. I don't know that we really got this in the first issue. Not like this. Not solid where we got a bunch of people talking. We even got Frontline. You don't see a whole lot of Frontline in the news or in the comic books lately. Last I really remember a strong Frontline story was in was in Civil War, the original one. There's actually Civil War Frontline, those 7 or so issues. Anyhow, in this one, we got a bunch of people besides talking about seeing some of the naughty parts of Thor, potentially, maybe, rumor, innuendo, is that we get a bunch of people talking about, oh, Captain Marvel, she's back. Okay, cool, yeah, she was, gone. Wasn't she, in space? Yeah, she just disappeared, and now she was, visiting family or something. All these things, Captain Marvel's never really been on Earth. This is something that Tony Stark brought up a little bit, but it failed to really make an impact on me. Having regular people talk about it, it feels better. Plus, I don't think Tony Stark should go anywhere near Carol Danvers. F that guy. Especially after his issue in Civil War 2. I know everybody wants to sit there and say that she was the bad guy in that one. I don't know, man. I have a hard time ever thinking that Tony Stark is ever a freaking good guy. But we got Captain Marvel fighting against machismo, something like that. I'm not familiar with this word. I gotta be honest. Is this machismo? Because I imagined machismo being spelled a different way, and of course I'm thinking Reza Ramon. Hey, watch out, huh? There's a bad guy coming through, huh? You know what I'm saying? But no, this is some different guy, the nuclear guy. I actually seriously do not remember this guy from the comic books. I don't remember him from the Fantastic Four. Looked him up. All right, cool. I for some reason, I've never once read a comic book with this moron in it. Go figure. Anyway, this is a tough SOB. He is an absolute, he seems like a masochist, but at the end of the day, he's a sexist. He's got a huge problem with women, thinks that they should all be barefoot pregnant. He's one of those guys that tells those women jokes. Hey, why do women have such small feet? So they can get closer to the stove. I remember those being funnier when I was a kid. Suddenly I'm an adult now. It's like, yeah, no. She straight up gets trounced by this guy. I think she's holding back. That's my opinion. It could also be that she's losing powers, because that seems to be a common thread here. Only women can pass through the barrier. Men can't. The people who are already on Roosevelt Island, as it were, seem to have all disappeared, the men. They're possibly in the arena. Oh, God, Hazmat is here, and they're talking about an arena. Not good. Not good. But, they want to know where the men are. The problem is they don't really have any heavy guns to go after the people. By that, I mean superpowered people. With Carol Danvers here now, we changing that. We're flipping the script on that. Now, several people have been losing their abilities. Not very helpful for the cause, because these guys are going one-on-one against these giant metal men robots. You say metal men, I'm thinking DC Comics right away, But what do you call it? When Carol comes here, she is, of course, Carol Danvers is probably one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe. All right, she is a character who's always holding back because she's just too ridiculously powerful. So you almost never get to see her at full power. You almost never see her going binary, warbird. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines. We almost never get the chance to see that. I'm hoping that we do in this series within the first 10 issues or so. Maybe in the next two, we'll see. But she does get to unleash a little bit here. They remind her that, well, you know, because she's willing to take orders from these people who are here, but they're also happy to have her take charge. I like when they said, like, I don't know that I giggled, I don't know what it was, but I had like some kind of a little flutter in my heart when she says, "Where do you want me to go?" And they're like, "Oh, well, you know, front line, whatever, blah 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 blah." But you're also the only captain that we've got. Yeah, I got like I don't know, was it a jitter? I don't know what it was, but like I kind of like I got giddy. All right, I got a little bit of giggity. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is a captain. Son of a gun, she is a captain, and we forget that sometimes. So, yeah, she gets to unleash a bit. All right. Again, maybe power's dampened. I'm not sure, but she goes up in the air and just boom, and that level of power. You know, it's funny. There's lots of ways to inspire people. When you show a lot of power, this is a comic book thing. You know what I'm saying? You can tell what people think of you when you demonstrate a lot of power. The Thing punching the Hulk makes people go, guys, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. You know, and Ben Grimm starts using his strength. When the Hulk punches somebody, like punches, it could be Ben Grimm, after, you know, he just leveled a freaking place, it's like, holy crap, guys, we need to move to Mars because there's no Hulk on Mars. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Strength elicits what you really think about someone. Power elicits, like a demonstration, a show of power elicits what people really think about you. Captain Marvel could have just been like, you know, boom, and everybody's like, you know, oh my God, she's killing us all. No, instead, they're just like, they look up, and I'm thinking the same thing that all these people are thinking in the comic books. They're like, we're going to be okay. Yeah. I like how this comic book was presented. I'm not going to go much deeper into the comic book, but I was happy, sad, happy when all of a sudden we saw that Jen Walters goes through the barrier. You got to read it. You got to see it. I don't know everything that Kelly Thompson has written. I don't know if she's ever really seriously written the She-Hulk before, or just had her in, like, you know, a drive-by or something like that. I don't know. But I'm especially interested in seeing her writing Jennifer Walters. She-Hulk is that rough exterior, which is just badass and will punch you through walls. Jennifer Walters, however, she is the truth of the She-Hulk. She's the secret behind She-Hulk. Because Hulk smash is one thing. Jennifer Walters being ridiculously smart and just her ability to hold back is something else. She's a very compassionate person. She's a very funny person. She lets surprising amounts of nonsense just brush right off her shoulder, you know? And if she's going to be vulnerable in this comic book, I always enjoy seeing Jennifer Walters being brave. So I almost feel like this should become a She-Hulk book. But if these two stick together in this book, oh wow, this is going to be really good. Way better than I thought it could be. The ending of this book genuinely made me smile. Even though it's a slightly dangerous situation, I think she'll be okay. But it genuinely made me smile. I am very curious to see how she's going to be portrayed in this book with this writer. What the frick else do you want from me? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.